Hi Pisces, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to Seek and See Tarot channel. Well, today we're going to do a specific reading for any sun, moon or rising Pisces, and we're going to do a specific reading for the first week of December. And before I start, I just want to ask you to subscribe to my channel for daily readings and daily videos. And I want to ask you to watch the video till the end. Maybe there's a secret or a message from the universe for you that you don't want to miss. Okay, so let's shuffle the cards together and see what messages do you have from the universe. I already shuffled the cards. I'm just doing it in front of you. Now I'm gonna split the deck into 3 parts and choose. Okay. And choose 2 cards from each part. Alright, Pisces. Now we're going to start reading. And okay, Pisces, so the first card we have the Page of Swords in reverse, and in this card you can see a person who may lack empathy or sensitivity, or can be someone who can be argumentative or defensive. They may delight in being right, but this can come at the expense of harmony and care for the feelings of others. So this card can also suggest a failure in communication between partners, or perhaps even a misunderstanding, creating paranoia. So for your relationship to flourish, partners will have to learn some degree of tolerance for different viewpoints. So flexibility, and find a desire to cooperate rather than create conflicts. Okay. And for the second card we have the Eight of Wands, and the image depicted by the Eight of Wands means that the difficulties that were brought by the Seven of Wands are finally over. It signifies a strong level of energy, which states that different aspects of your life will be trailblazing. Perhaps important news will be coming on your way, and you may experience a sudden yet steady positive growth. The Eight of Wands meaning may also pertain to your work. There's a chance that the decision that you are waiting for will come your way soon. You need to be patient and just wait for it. And Pisces, when it comes to love, the Eight of Wands meaning pertain to your readiness to be committed on a relationship. However, the card advises you not to force the other party to also be ready on the commitment. Your significant other will soon be ready. Forcing things to happen may affect the results negatively. In terms of finances, it appears like this is not the best time to make hasty investments. Just like in your love aspect, we advise you to be patient, save your money, and wait for the perfect time to invest. All things that you fought for are building in momentum. So where you didn't see the progress earlier, you will soon discover that they paved the way for the coming wave of action. So for the third card we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands depicts 5 men holding their own wands and brandishing them up in the air, like with most fives in the tarot. It's about some kind of disagreement that is facing the current. So This disagreement can either be taken to be a sign of conflict between the men, or that all of them are simply enjoying the adrenaline rush of this conflict, and that the competition amongst them is of good-natured rivalry, not anger. So from the image on the card, the symbolism in the Five of Wands suggests that there is form of conflict in one's life. This may be an exciting conflict, or it's brewing and may eventually blow up in one's face. So it may also depict a problem in communication. For example, in a situation where no one really wants to listen to the other, meaning that no agreement or understanding takes place. So the five men signify problems in a group of people who are not patient enough to listen to what anyone else is saying. So they only want to be heard, and since no one of others will listen, they all argue at once. Much of this can be solved by the current, taking the first step to try and initiate communication in such a way that you suggest that everyone airs out what they have to say one at a time. By doing this, you will be able to address the problem and everyone will be heard, meaning they will all be satisfied. So the Five of Wands can also mean that you are or you will be facing competition in an area that you are not used to. So this can be at work or school, where you will meet people with the same abilities as you who pose quite a challenge, so leading to feelings of jealousy, greed, and envy. So the Five of Wands encourages that you accept the competition as a way for you to improve yourself without feeling any malice towards them. So this means that you should learn how to cope with them in a civil way. Okay, moving on to the Magician. When you get the Magician in your reading, it might mean that it's time to tap into your full potential without hesitation. It might be in your new job, new business venture, a new love, or something else. It shows that the time to take action is now, and any signs of holding back would mean missing the opportunity of becoming the best version of yourself. So certain choices will have to be made, and this can bring great changes to come. Harness some of the Magician's power to make the world that you desire most. I believe in this card. I like it so much, so just take action. And the Tower here, this card represents change in the most radical and momentous sense. It's for the reason that the card itself visually looks so unnerving, but it doesn't necessarily have to be truly frightening or ominous, because at the heart of this card, its message is foundational, groundbreaking change. The kind of event that the Tower card marks doesn't have to be something terrible, like a disaster or great loss. So change itself is a normal part of life that one has to embrace, but it can be sometimes strike fear, for it means that we must abandon the truths that we have known prior to this event. So the old ways are no longer useful, and you must find another set of beliefs, values, and processes to take their place. So just be positive. It's time for you to replace the old foundations of the past with something that is more genuine and will serve you better in what is come. So in terms of work, there are inevitable arguments bound to happen. You need to be in control and keep your temper in check. Avoid saying something that may hurt other people. When it comes to love life, your romantic relationship may be nearing its end. Take this as a warning. If you really value your relationship, then it's time for you to take damage control or open a communication to clear misunderstandings. So, and in your finances, the Tower meaning refers to the need to be assured on your transactions. Okay, and the last card we have the Hanged Man, and in this card the man is suspended upside down and he is hanging by his food from the living word tree. So the Hanged Man understands that his position is a sacrifice that he needed to make in order to progress forward, whether as repentance for past wrongdoings or a calculated step backward to recalculate his path onward. This time he spends here will not be waste. He does this as part of his progression forward. His upside down state can also symbolize the feeling of those who walk a spiritual path, for they see the world differently, where there are others that do not understand the need to sacrifice. You see it differently. So this is a natural course of action for you as you walk the path alone. So the Hanged Man here reflects a particular need to suspend certain action. As a result, it might indicate a certain period of indecision. This means that certain actions or decisions which needs to be properly implemented are likely to be postponed, even if there is an urgency to act at this particular moment. In fact, it would be ultimately the best if you are capable of stalling certain actions in order to ensure that you have more time to reflect on making critical decisions. So this will ultimately be the best. So this is a card which is mainly designated toward waiting and suspicion. This suggests that this might be the thing that you need to do in order to achieve success or to wait for the proper opportunity. So keep in mind that taking action is not always the best solution, and in certain cases refraining from doing so might bring you just as much, if not more, benefits. As you can see here, the Hanged Man is saying totally the opposite thing from the previous cards. So it's for you to choose either to take action or to wait. I don't know if you are going to take the advice of the Hanged Man or take the advice of the Tower and the Magician. It depends on your situation now. Well, that was the reading for the first week of December. I hope you find it helpful. Please, if you do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for daily readings. And thank you so much, and see you next week. I love you all. Bye bye.